It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone here and Team Effort Network family, friends, and guests. Welcome to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. We have another wonderful day ahead of us, and I am pretty sure that many of you wrote your goals down yesterday, and I know that you've written your goals for today and for the week and for the month, and you are well on your way to achieving your heart's desire. Well, as we say, when you're down to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call, you will hear things that will move you from facts to faith to action. A lot of great things are happening with Team Effort Network and those that are a part of the vitamin sprays and the Trim by 10 health drink. As we know, we continue to change people's lives one spray or one drink, or we have to continue to say one video at a time because our sister company, My Video Talk, is still going strong and powerful. But we are here to celebrate everything that's happening in our lives and the lives of our friends and your life. Just stop and think, where were you health-wise before learning about the vitamin sprays? Where were you health-wise before learning about the vitamin D, the importance of vitamin D? And now, I just say, look at you now. Look at you now. You got to be feeling pretty good. Well, this is your host, Pastor Lisa McDowell, along with my business partner, two-star executive founding member, Pastor Del Wafer. And family, the line is open. Go right ahead. Introduce yourself. Who's with me this morning?
Jesse Bowden, calling from the Pentagon.
Good morning, Jesse.
Pastor Lisa, I never felt better. I've never felt better in my life. And I know it's all because of those 10 vitamin sprays, no doubt.
Isn't that correct? That's so true, Jesse. And that's a good thing to know, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wow, just think of where you were when you were on that medication and your A1C level was out of range and you couldn't eat that peach cobbler.
Exactly. Now I can still eat my peach cobbler in moderation, of course. And I feel like I can do anything that I used to could do when I was 10 years old.
And you're looking 10 years younger.
I appreciate it, Pastor D.
You just keep getting those ties from Paul Jackson.
Exactly. He makes me look better.
Well, thanks for being here, Jesse. Now, Jesse, who was that in the background laughing like that?
I think I heard Mom Iffy back there. I know that laugh anywhere.
That better be Mom Iffy. I'm going to get on Mom Iffy.
Good morning, beautiful people.
Oh. Good morning, Mom Iffy. How are you?
I'm blessed, always blessed.
Now, Mom Iffy, you think about how you were before taking the vitamin sprays. Don't you feel a lot better since you've been on those vitamin sprays?
So what again?
I said, think of how you were before you started taking the vitamin sprays.
I couldn't do push-up.
I think that's something we'll never forget. This young lady here is doing push-ups.
I couldn't do that.
Well, Mom, it's good to have you. Good to hear you this morning.
I'm fine. I'm just happy to be here and listen to you and get more information.
That's right. So we can keep sharing, right, Mom Missy?
Yes, ma'am. I love it.
That's right.
Good morning.
Good morning. Denise for Dayton, Ohio. Woo-hoo. All right, Mrs. Jackson, you got to take that back so you hear who's coming in from Dayton. All the way from Dayton, Ohio. The one and the only.
Yeah. The heavy hitters are on the call this morning. It is Take It To You Tuesday, and we're anticipating the arrival of one star, two-car, Vicki Soto.
Denise. Denise Moore. He has to come on and introduce Vicki every Tuesday. You know that, right, Denise?
Yeah, I've noticed that. That is the routine, and we appreciate it, and we look forward to it.
So we know when Paul comes to introduce Vicki, it's going to be a great call. We know that. We can go ahead and get it started now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Oh, goodness. Oh, family.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Fun. It's like Mel Gill said, if we're not having fun, we're not doing something right. But we can't say that here with this Team of the Network family because we have fun, whether we call them from Kentucky or Dayton, Ohio, or Denver or California. I don't care where we're calling it from. We are having fun doing what we do because it's a great, wonderful, exciting thing to be able to offer something to someone that you know is going to change their life. That's priceless. That's something that we all live for. You know, we all have purpose. And I believe all of us have within us a drive and a purpose and a goal to affect someone's life in a positive way. And that's exactly what we do. Every time we introduce someone to the vitamin sprays, we are doing something wonderful for them. That's a priceless feeling. That is a priceless feeling. So I say continue to do what we do, but do it even more. Do it even just triple it, double it, and just imagine all the smiles and the faces and the healthy people and the people that we're helping to get healthy throughout the world by taking these healthy vitamin supplements. Well, I'm going to stop here because we have a great leader on the call today, and I could go on and on about vitamin sprays and the company and the leaders and everything, but I'm going to bring on my business partner, 2-star executive founding member, Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there, sir?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. Good morning. All that excitement this morning coming through the phone. All that fun.
Well, I tell you, it's excitement coming from everywhere, man. You got Ohio out there. You got Paul Jackson, always excited. Always glad to have him on the call as well. And, you can get excited about something when you got something that can really help people change their life. And, and that's exactly what we have. And these calls that we do Monday through Friday just helps us to, stay encouraged, stay motivated, but also remember, the importance of what we have in our hands and how we can use it by changing so many people's lives. How often do you come up with something where, you can literally have a product in your hand that can change thousands of people's lives and give them a better health, give them a better life, and so that they can live healthier. And when you have something like that, you want to tell as many people as you possibly can. So these calls just help us to stay motivated and tell us what's going on around our company, what's going on with our leaders, and they always give us a great coaching every Monday through Friday, which is really good. Before we introduce One Star, let me just kind of give you an update. Pastor D, you ready for this?
Uh-oh, Lord have mercy. What y'all done?
Well, as you know, we're in our third week, just entered our third week of our weight loss challenge. And every week, everybody has to weigh in every week just to, check their goals and see their progress. Well, as a group, as a team, we are down 60 pounds. We're down 60 pounds, and it's just the third week, and so we're really excited. There's people who've lost 10 pounds in 1 week, 14 pounds. It's just amazing what's taking place with these guys' lives, and they just look forward to the Saturday weigh-in, man. Everybody's looking forward to the Saturday weigh-in, and who's going to be the next biggest loser for this week. And so, Dottie was the first one, and then we had Brother Wilbur, and now a young lady named Latoya lost 10 pounds in 1 week. I'm telling you, this is, these products are changing people's lives. They're helping people. And you got to see the excitement they have when they get off that scale and see that they lost this weight. Man, let me tell you, they cannot contain their joy. So let me tell you, we got the great product, and this product is working. So you guys just know that, the more you share and the more you talk about what we have, it's changing people's lives.
Now, Pastor Bell, look, you've got to, when they get on that scale, you have to have a camera to record that excitement when they see that they've dropped 10 pounds in 1 week. Now, you have to catch that on videotape. Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine that? They get on that scale and find out they are 10 pounds lighter in a week. I feel the excitement for them. Please catch that on videotape. My goodness. Wow, exciting. Well, let's bring on our great leader, as Paul Jackson has already introduced her, 2-star, 1-star executive founding member, Miss Vicki Soto. Are you there this morning?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
How are you? Good morning.
Oh,
good morning.
I'm smiling so hard I can barely talk. Oh, this team is so awesome. I feel the love in the morning. This is so. I always tell people this is the biggest blessing to be able to come on the call. Listen to your family, talk about what happened, and hear everybody welcome you to the call and everything. It's just so awesome. I wish everybody could experience this, I'm telling you. And just listening to you, Pastor Dell, just now talking about the challenge, oh my gosh, it's funny because Pastor Denise just read my mind. I was thinking the same thing. I said, gosh, I hope he's recording this because I want to see. I want to see how you guys are doing this and the big smiles, because I can just imagine, when you get on that scale. I know personally, whenever I get on the scale and I've lost weight, I do a little happy dance. I don't know if they're doing that, but I'm telling you, that's the most awesome feeling to know that, you're reaching your goals. That's just wonderful. Denise Moore is on the call, my lovely and awesome business partner. And one of the things we talked about on the phone the other night is we were talking about the event that you guys have coming up. And we're excited because, we're always excited, first of all, when the whole family can get together. If you can imagine us in person, after hearing us on the phone, you can feel the love on the phone, but when you see it in action, it's amazing. So, yeah. So we're talking already about the big event and, the one coming up September 26th in Greenbelt, Maryland. We're excited. We're talking about it because we understand that big events, that's where the magic happens. Everybody knows that. When people get together, the synergy is so strong. And one of the things I've got to tell everybody, if you've not been to a big event in this company, you need to go. For no other reason, to meet everybody else, because a funny thing happens at big events that you weren't expecting is you learn so much just from talking to other people. That's something I didn't know when I first started doing that with marketing. I had no idea that I would learn so much from the people in the audience, because what happens is everybody has their story. And there's such awesome stories, okay? You will get caught up in listening to people talk about what happened to them. You'll forget you're supposed to be getting trained by somebody up on the stage because you're too busy listening to this lady who's from St. Louis telling you what happened the first time she tried to spray. I mean, you're just totally mesmerized by all these stories. So I always tell people, when you go to the big event, what you really, really want to do is you don't want to sit off to the side by yourself and, follow your notes and write down things and just watch everybody else. You want to get in the mix, meet all the people, ask them the question that everybody wants to know is, what brought you into this company? Because they all have a story. Everybody came to this company by somebody else telling them their story. So everybody has a story. And usually those stories are a big clue as to how you can actually get other people to come into the company. I mean, think about that. The saying, success leaves clues. It really does, especially when you have a situation where there's such a powerful product that, people they can't help but tell you their testimony. I mean, they're so anxious to tell you what happened. So when you go to this big event in September and you ask somebody about the sprays and how they found out about the sprays, I promise you they're going to tell you not only what happened to them, or what happened to the people they told about the sprays, and what happened to their family, and how their health has changed, and how much money they're making, and how big their team is getting. I mean, they're going to tell you all these wonderful stories. So I'm just excited, and I can't wait to see the family because, like I said before, it's always a big love fest when we get together. We always have fun, for sure. I've yet to go to an event where, I wasn't totally exhausted when I left from all the jumping around and dancing and, hugging everybody. We just have a great time. So definitely make sure that you are making plans to go to the September event in Greenbelt, Maryland. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I wasn't even planning to talk about that. On the weight loss tip, though, I got to say this, Pastor Del, That's pretty crazy, 60 pounds. I'm so excited for you guys, and I can't wait to see, the videotape hint that you're going to make and bring to Kentucky for our Super Saturday in October. So I'm already advertising that he's going to be coming and showing us all of this information so that we can start, we are the Bible Belt. There's so many churches here, and they need a program like that really bad in this area, I'm not even going to go into the obesity rate in Kentucky. It's ridiculous. But I will tell you this, there are a lot of people who need to hear about our product. And speaking of, the lady that did the testimony, gosh, it's been a few weeks now, Shirley, my friend Shirley, just love her. She did a testimony saying she lost 11 pounds, and she was telling you the story about how she was using safety pins to hold up her clothes. Well, girlfriend has lost a total of 18 pounds now. 18 pounds, okay. And when we look at her, it's very noticeable. And bless her heart, she's determined not to buy new clothes. But we told her she's going to have to get some bigger safety pins because it's very noticeable now. So I just laugh and think, wow, how awesome. I'm so happy for her. Myself, I've lost about 9.5 to 10 pounds. I haven't weighed myself in the last few days, but I think I'm around the 10-pound range right about now. And I think that's so awesome because our product is not really a diet. It's a supplement. So, a supplement for your digestive system. That just tells me that, as you get older, or sometimes not even as you get older, but our bodies tend to, not be as effective as they were when we were younger. So my digestive system definitely, really loves the trim. And I'm excited because, well, I'm not a good dieter, so I'm glad I don't have to diet. That's the really cool thing. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that changed the way that I do things in my business a long time ago, actually, before I came into Team Effort International. I started learning about, self-development and that type of thing. And I was listening to Nikisha yesterday. And Nikisha, I love Nikisha. Nikisha is the fastest trainer I have ever heard. She can get a whole bunch of stuff into 15 minutes. It amazes me. Now, I'm from Kentucky. We talk a little bit slower, okay? So I just want to say what I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you a lot of information, but what I'm going to tell you about really changed the results in my business. When I first started going to trainings about network marketing, I remember I was looking for, like everybody else, I was looking for a how-to. I wanted everybody to tell me how to do this, okay? I need to know, all the specifics. And they used to teach you, and still do, that, you have to build a list and call people on the list and, all these different little techniques for getting people exposed to the business. But I didn't understand, every time I went to this big training, we used to have big trainings in other businesses I didn't understand all this talk about self-development. I came from the corporate life. They never taught self-development in my corporate life, and I belonged to a very large corporation. It was, 400,000 employees in that corporation, and they never talked about self-development, even though I was corporate management. Okay, we never really talked about not anything besides the mission of the company and this and that. We didn't talk about, developing ourselves. And I think back on that now, and I'm wondering, wouldn't that have helped in some way? Now knowing what I know about self-development, I know that would have improved my own performance in my previous life. But, you don't know what you don't know, right? So now that I do know, I have become a very strong proponent of self-development. The mentor that I love the most is a guy by the name of Jim Rohn. And even though most of the people who are listening to this call know who Jim Rohn is, and his last name is spelled R-O-H-N, there are a lot of people that have come into our company, through the products, and they've never done marketing before. They're not familiar with the self-development piece, and they don't understand why we do this. But let me just say this, first of all. Self-development, the reason why it's so important in this particular industry is because of the way we do marketing. I mean, you can call it network marketing, you can call it relationship marketing or referral marketing, but what it really all comes down to is it's word of mouth marketing, okay? Word of mouth. Just like if you were to tell somebody, you know, and I blame Denise Moore for this, by the way. Denise Moore taught me at an early age to tell this story about referral marketing. If you go to a store and you see some shoes that are on sale, and you go back home and you see your brother or sister or somebody, or probably sister, I guess, if you're a girl, if you see your sister and you say, look at these shoes, and you show them the shoes, and they say, wow, those shoes are awesome. Where did you get those shoes? And you start telling them where you got them, you know, how you got 20% off, and they're having a sale. Well, then your sister goes to the same store, looks for the shoes, finds other shoes, buys a whole bunch of shoes, but guess what? You sent them there. They bought the shoes, but you didn't get a commission, right? That's referral marketing, but it's the kind of referral marketing that doesn't pay you anything. Good thing is we're in the type of referral marketing that when you refer somebody to something, like our awesome products, you get paid. So that's word of mouth marketing right there. It's the most powerful because people believe you because they know you and trust you. But here's the thing. That can also work against you. Knowing you can also be a hindrance for referral marketing. Say, for instance, you got a friend who knows you their whole life, but they know everything about you. They've seen you do some goofy stuff, you know, things that you didn't want to tell anybody else, but your friend knows because they were there, right? That's how it works against you. So knowing you can also work against you. But here's the thing. If you start to develop yourself and change and improve, and it becomes a noticeable thing. For me, it became a noticeable thing, okay? I'm not going to say that there are things that I did in my past that I'm not proud of because I think everybody's done that. But I can say that honestly, in the last 10 years or so after I started developing myself, the changes in me have been very noticeable. They've been noticeable to me. I mean, I know they're noticeable to my husband and friends, but it came about because I started working on improving myself. And that was not easy. I'm going to tell you, I am what they call a blue personality. That means my favorite things to do are party. You know, I like to go out. I like to have fun. You know, I love to dance. Anybody who, you know, well, Denise, you know. I love to dance and I love to laugh. I giggle a lot, and that's just my personality. So you can imagine it was really hard for me to discipline myself enough to sit down and read a book about, you know, self-development or even, you know, listen to audios. I know, true, you can listen to audios in the car. That helped me a lot. But, you know, it's kind of hard to get yourself to do this. But once you start to do it, you will become addicted. And, guys, I don't care if you're saying in your mind right now, I know a lot of you are new, but if you're saying, I don't understand why we would have to do this. What does this have to do with what we're doing? It has everything to do with what we're doing because when you become a better person, you attract better people. I didn't realize that. I mean, it happens. You start to attract more people to you as you get more attractive. That's the law of attraction, okay? That's something that you want to learn about, one of those self-development things I was just talking about. But let's just talk about what I learned about from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn is one of the important mentors in network marketing, not only because he proved himself in network marketing by, you know, becoming a really big success within a year of doing network marketing because of his own coaching from his mentor and his own self-development. But here's the thing. All of his information is available everywhere, okay? You can get it on YouTube. You can just look it up on the Internet. You can buy it from, like, www.jimrohn.com. You can go anywhere and find his information because that's how important that self-development is. And one of the things I learned from him that really made a huge difference it was a way that I started thinking about this business. Because like most people, in my mind, I would feel so rejected, okay? I would feel this feeling of rejection when somebody would say no to me, because I wasn't used to that, All my life, I've had a pretty easy life, okay? I can honestly say that most people have agreed with things that I've said, have gone to parties with me, have joined my clubs, all of that stuff. When I came into network marketing, it was like a slap in the face, okay? It was so hard for me to deal with people not showing up when I invited them to a party and not, listening to what I had to say and that type of thing, and didn't, flat out telling me, I'm not interested. It was hard. Okay, it was really hard. But I heard this training from Jim Rohn, and one of the things he said, and it sticks with me to this day, is he said, that every time you do something a lot, when you do something enough, you develop a ratio, okay? And anything you do a lot, you develop a ratio. A ratio appears, RATIO, ratio, okay? And he called this the law of averages. And what I didn't understand, because I don't really do baseball, is that, if you hit 3 out of 10 in baseball, that's a very good ratio. I always thought, well, that's kind of goofy. Now, I tell people when they invite to a party, if they invite 5 people and 1 person shows up, that's a good ratio. That's actually normal. A lot of people don't feel that way. They invite 3 people, nobody shows up, they get mad, right? But when you think about it, if you invited 5 and 1 shows up, that's a good ratio in our company, in our industry. I didn't understand that, like most people. But when I started to hear him say things like, okay, if you talk to 10 people and 1 person signs up, that's your ratio. Now you know what you're working with, right? Okay, I started thinking about that. I said, okay, well, I better start writing this down. When I talk to somebody, write it down. So I started keeping track of my average. I guess you'd call it my batting average. And I know a lot of leaders do that. And I didn't realize at that time, but now I know a lot of leaders keep track of how many people they talk to and how many people sign up. Because once you know what your ratio is, you can actually set a goal. If you know that you can sign up 2 people out of 10, and you want to sign up 2 people a week, then obviously you need to speak to 10 people that week, right? So that helps you to work on your goals. And I started doing that. Okay, I found out my ratio was pretty low. I'm not even going to tell you what it was. It was that low. But once I found out what it was, I was able to, set my goals according to what it was. And now I can honestly say my ratio is a lot better than it used to be. So, that comes from the self-development and practice and that type of thing. And also, I always tell people that the 2 things that determine how much money you make in marketing, there's 2 things. One of them is the amount of income-producing activity that you do, and the second thing is the self-development, how well you develop yourself. Because, like I said, that word-of-mouth marketing, it really works well when people are attracted to you, but when they're not, then it takes a lot more income-producing activity. Let's just put it that way. So those are the 2 things. But, Nikisha, every Monday, she talks about self-development. And I know a lot of us understand why. And I know I appreciate when she talks about it because it always reminds me. Every Monday, I end up pulling out my audios and start listening again. And I've heard Mel and Amy talk about this. Mel keeps his self-development with him at all times. He has them on cassette tapes. Some of his self-development is so old it's on cassette tapes. But that tells me, and when he told us that, it really resonated with me because that tells me that he also believes that it's extremely important. So to this day, I listen to the same recording by Jim Rohn every chance I get. And I'll tell you the name of it. It's called Building Your Network Marketing Business, okay? And you can find that on YouTube. You can find it at jimrohn.com. You can find it on the internet by just Googling it, but I can tell you it's only like $4 for the audio, okay? I totally and wholly recommend that everybody who's doing this business listens to that CD, because you need to understand the ratio that you're working with, okay? So you don't feel discouraged, because, you know, if you have unrealistic expectations, that's usually what causes people to leave the business, is they don't understand that they're actually doing well, that maybe all they need to do is turn up their activity a little bit. So that's basically what I wanted to say. I know I've already run out of time, but Pastor Denise, I know that you are a proponent of self-development too. What is your favorite? What is it that you listen to? I think I know.
You know who I listen to. My man, Augmentino.
Yes, Augmentino.
I just love the principles, and of course, there's a book I'll call The Dream Giver. I don't know why I can never remember. The first gentleman's name is Danny. I can never remember his last name. It's a shame. But The Dream Giver is another book I love to read. But Augmentino, the greatest salesman in the world. And it's such a small book. I mean, you can read it in a day, but there's so many powerful principles in it that you want to meditate on what he just said. It's like you got to stop and taste it and meditate on it and visualize it and embrace it, you know. But it's so many wonderful things. But, Vicki, you're right on key with self-development, and that's something you don't get in corporate. You're not going to get your job telling you that you need to go get into a self-development program, because they don't want you to be better when you're on a 9-to-5. And they want you to be average. They want you to kind of blend in with everyone else. And network marketing doesn't want you to do that. You can be yourself. You can self-develop yourself. You can become larger than what people have visioned you as, or what people has placed you to be. And I think it's one of the next best things. One of those next best things you can do for yourself is self-development. And Vicki, you talked about those no's. You know, getting those no's. And you know yourself in reading these books by Jim Rohn and all these other famous writers and successful network marketers, that those no's, as you learn, they're like the homework assignment that you get to research how to accept those no's, you know, because it's really not about them saying no to your business. It's really about you researching how to accept that no, excuse me, without being offended. And when you master
it's not personal. Yeah.
Right. It's not at all. It's really. And once you discover that, you're like, wow, Vicki was telling the truth. Pastor Denise was telling the truth. It's really nothing personal. It's really part of this business. See, it's nothing like 9-to-5. You can just erase, and I know it's impossible because you work 9-to-5 your entire life. So you're brainwashed. You need a renewing of your mind. You really do need a renewing. Ask God to renew your mind when it comes to your prosperity, when it comes to your purpose. Ask him to renew your mind, because you really do need to be renewed based on you working 9-to-5. See, Melanie McGill never worked a 9-to-5. Can you imagine that, Vicki? Never worked a 9-to-5.
That's awesome. But that tells you that they have a pure mind. That's what I used to joke that Amy once told me that this is the funny thing, and I got to tell you that it's personal, but it's so funny. But she told me she'd never been rejected. You know, she's never had a rejection situation because she didn't have to apply for a job, and she's only had one boyfriend. And I thought, wow, that's awesome. I mean, that means your mind is pure. Okay, you know, you don't have to even renew your mind. It's funny but true. So that's what I love about her. She's very very easy to talk to, and she'll tell you exactly what's on her mind, and you can tell she's just a beautiful person, and that's probably why she's never had rejection. But I never had rejections either until I came into network marketing, and it was a lot of rejection. And I got to tell you, I had to just step back for a minute and say, wait a minute, I'm not doing this right. But don't let those no's, and Amy is an excellent trainer. But those no's is part of the business. But the self-development that Vicki is talking about, you're going to need that. You're going to need those books. You're going to need to read them. You're going to need to
change your mindset. You're going to need to make those positive confessions. You're going to need to, just stand there and look in the mirror and tell yourself something like Nikisha said yesterday. It's going to be uncomfortable to say, but all that is a part of you coming out of that comfort zone that you've immersed in. And it's like a new birth. Anyway, let me bring on Pastor Dale. And now you got me excited, Vicki. Pastor Dale, are you there to add to the call?
Yeah, like you guys are taking off and headed off down another road to another story.
It gets good,
Well, if you've ever had to climb a lot of stairs to get up to whatever you were going to, wherever you were going, and at the end you turned back and looked at him and said, "Wow, that took a lot of energy." Well, just look at those no's or your steps to the goals that you set for your life. Every time you step on one, you get closer to the goal that you set for yourself. And sooner or later, you're going to step on enough goals, enough no's, and enough steps to get you to the platform that you're looking to be on. And you'll appreciate it when you're there. So, be encouraged because, after no's comes yes, and it doesn't require as many yeses as it does no's to be successful in this business. So great job, Vicki. Always good having you on the call. It's always good hearing what you have to give us every single Tuesday. And so, as we move forward, guys, moving into Wednesday, just remember what you heard today. Take it with you and share as many opportunities with people as you possibly can.
And don't forget, family, as Vicki said earlier, September 26th, all of these great leaders are going to be in one central location to help you with self-development, with training, to how to invite, with how to grow your business. My goodness, come and take advantage of all of this. Vicki has won 2 cars, and she's obviously the queen of points in the back office. I think she gets more points in her back office, I think, than anyone else in the company right now. So learn how to get those points. Mel called those freedom points. Why don't you call them freedom points? Because those points add up to a free car, to a mortgage being paid. They add up to monthly residual. They add up to weekly payouts. Those points add up, and she's adding points, her and her team adding points every day to the back office, and that's what you want to do. As you're sharing, you want to benefit from this. So September 26th, you want to come out and learn how to do this, learn how to make this fun, learn how it's made easy. Denise Moore is going to be there. All these other great leaders, Don Joseph, Pastor Del Wafer, Paul Jackson, Jesse, Maureen Murphy-Smith, just Shakina Day, Chris Day. All these great leaders are coming in to one central location, of course, and Coach Nikisha Bond to help develop you so that you can continue to have a successful business. You don't want to miss that. And thank you for all those who have already gone online to register and gotten your tickets. So some of you have already gotten your tickets. Congratulations, hats off to you. And to get your ticket, family, if you haven't done so already, go to www.vitaminspraysnow.com, www.vitaminspraysnow.com to get your ticket. They're just $20 and will be $25 at the door. And you can also get the number to the Greenbelt Marriott to go ahead and make your reservations. Maureen Murphy-Smith has an excellent room rate. You can't beat that for Greenbelt Marriott, and to be in the same place where the East Coast Regional will take place. So September 26th, going to want to be there. Well, let's go out to Atlanta, Georgia, to One Star, Dr. Kevin Vaughn, with our quote for today. Dr. Kevin Vaughn, are you there, sir?
Absolutely. Good morning, Pastor Denise. Can you hear me, first of all? Vicki, Soto, Pastor Dale, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Woo! Man, incredible call. I tell you, Vicki, Soto, you are amazing. Along with Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, you guys are awesome, man. I trust everybody on the call is having a fantastic day. And, guys, you are hitting it on the head with this personal development, man. And sometimes in the future we'll be talking more about that. But as you I just want to share a couple of things real quickly. First of all, we've got the East Coast Regional, as you just mentioned. I just want to encourage everybody, Vicki and Pastor Dale and Pastor Denise, that's in the Metro Atlanta area, that's on our team. We're taking a van and cars up to the regional. So you guys need to call me, and so we can get this numbers together, okay? Call me for everybody in the Metro Atlanta area and surrounding states. That's no matter what team you're on, guys, we're all going to roll up to the September 26th event. Can't wait to hug y'all's neck. Can't wait to see y'all real soon. Guys, give me a call at 404-401-0233, 401-0233 and leave a detailed message, and I'll get back with you guys because things are popping down here in Atlanta. So, guys, we want to start planning for our trip to September 26th. East Coast Region can't wait to set that up for you guys. But anybody, no matter what team you are, guys, we can be glad to help you out. Make sure you're on that bus, on that van, or in our cars, whatever we're going to do to take up there. But we want to make sure everybody who wants to be there, Pastor Denise, out there, and Vicki, to be there on this wonderful event. Can't wait for that. Hey, also, too, I think, Pastor Denise, correct me if I'm wrong, the dream giver is Bruce Wilkerson. Is that the right guy?
Yes, thank you so much. Yes,
no problem. I want to share that with you. I want to look that up for you. Yeah, no problem. I just want to share that with everybody. The dream giver, ladies and gentlemen, is Bruce Wilkerson. Look him up. That's the one that Pastor Denise just mentioned. I want to make sure she had got that out for you. That's a powerful book as well. Hey, also, too, real quick, I just want to talk real fast. Denise Moore, I asked Denise a while back to send me her list of books, and some of you may already have this list already. I'm going to go down this list real quickly. And this is Denise Moore's book that she recommends for us as well. The 12 Pillars by Jim Rohn. Now, of course, I can email us out to you guys later, but I just want to go down real quick. 12 Pillars by Jim Rohn. The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Right, Olson. Think and Grow Rich, one of my favorites, by Napoleon Hill. 45-Second Presentation by Don Filio. This is one of my best. This is one of the first books I read, guys, in this area. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Woo, by Dale Carnegie. I want to encourage everybody to get that one. I want to encourage everybody on the call to get that one today. Go online. Matter of fact, they may even have the audio for free on there, if I'm not mistaken. So go to YouTube and check it out, guys. But How to Win Friends, guys, this is powerful. I take that out every now and then. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Very, very good by Dale Carnegie, guys. Also, to the next one, Make Your First Millions in Network Marketing by Mary and Wayne Christensen. And then The Greatest Salesman in the World, another one by Og Mandino. Wow, that was another good read for me personally. Og Mandino, The Greatest Salesman in the World. And also, too, The Business of 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. And then Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell and Renee Yarnell. I'll be glad to share this with you later on if you need the list, ladies and gentlemen. And the last book, guys, is The Speed of Trust by Stephen Covey. Another powerful trainer, teacher. Man, Covey got some serious stuff. Oh man, Covey is deep, man. He's really good. And this is what millionaires and billionaires use, guys, each and every day. The stuff that we're talking about. So, guys, get these books in your inventory. Do and share what Vicki says. You're going to grow. I tell you, you're going to grow, guys. Just for one or two chapters could change your life out of one of these books. But definitely, How to Win Friends and Influence People is one of my pick of the day. If I could pick one book, guys, that would be my pick of the day for anybody to get today as well. Very, very powerful. I'm excited. All right. Hey, guys, we got some powerful things happening down here. We're just excited about the awesome leadership that Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, and Vicki, and all our leaders on the call and around the country and around the world are doing. We're going to get to my quotes here in a second, but I'm just excited, ladies. I just go back, Pastor Denise. One thing you use all the time is that we're in a place of favor. I just get so excited what Mel and Amy Gill have given us to do. Guys, this is very serious because we have the entire planet to go help with 10 and with Trim by 10. It's incredible. And I just get it. I just get very humbled. I get very excited because we have the new kid on the block, guys. And we have the best comp plan. We got the best business leaders. We got the best leaders. Mel and Amy Gill are amazing. They are just awesome. And like you said earlier, too, Vicki, it's exciting because they didn't get tainted by the corporate world. I love it. They didn't get tainted by the corporate world one bit. They just came out with whatever God put inside them. They could just bring it out. You know, you have to go check with anybody. Just went and go did it. You know, just went and did it. That's it. You know, that's powerful. So sometimes if you're in the corporate world and dreams come along, this may never happen. You know, if Mel and Amy Gill had a job or a part-time job, this probably never would have happened, guys. They could have missed it. Woo! So thank God for them not ever having a job. I remember Mel saying he don't even have a resume other than what he does. You know, isn't that powerful? He doesn't even have a corporate resume for nothing. I love that. And that just gives him a chance to bring his brilliance out, his ingenuity out, and his leadership out without having to check with nobody. You have to check with nobody. Just go ahead and get it done. I love it. So thank God for Mel and Amy Gill, and thank you so much for your leadership too, Vicki, and Dr. And Pastor Dale and Pastor Denise as well. Hey, let's get to the quotes real quick, guys. Real quick quotes here. I hope you enjoy these. Most of these are going to be from Napoleon Hill today, actually. Hey, Napoleon Hill talks about, hey, You are the master of your destiny. Woo! Come on, guys. You understand that? Oh, man, you are the master of your destiny, right? You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. Isn't that powerful? That is from Napoleon Hill, guys, from the Think and Grow Rich series. You are the master of your destiny. Please know this at all times, that you can make it happen at any given time. Hey, also, too, Napoleon talks about set your mind on a definite goal. I trust everybody on this call has their goals written down. I'm looking at my vision board right now. So in my office, guys, I'm looking at it. I hope you got your vision board down, your goals set. Set your minds on definite goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass. I love it. If you're prepared for success, if you're excited about success, believe me, the world that says that doesn't want to follow you, that's okay. The ones will, they're going to let you pass and go right on by, guys. So keep in mind your definite goals and keep moving forward in the area. Our last quote of the day comes also from Napoleon Hill. He says, the way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. That's what that's what Vicki was sharing today. That's what Pastor Niece and Pastor Dale were talking about. The continued pursuit of knowledge, guys, is going to get you to your goal. So always be learning, guys. Always be want to know more about how things are done. Learn how to take the no's. Learn how to get the yeses. Learn how to get more business and how to get more opportunity towards your wonderful 10 business and your 10 family. So let's continue to grow, guys. Keep excited. And remember, we have the best network on the planet. We have the best comp plan. And we have the best leaders in the world, guys. Back to you. I am so excited, guys. We could talk for another half hour just on this subject, couldn't we? Back to you.
Just from the excitement alone, Kevin.
Woo! Man, I tell you, Pastor Niece, yeah, we're in a serious mode. We're in a serious opportunity here. I tell you, guys, serious, very serious.
Well, thank you, Dr. Kevin Vaughn, with those quotes. Family, it's been a great call. Vicki, I'm going to throw it back to you to give any closing remarks. And we're going to go on in this day. Vicki Soto.
Well, all I can say is, you guys, once you find out that your average is 1 out of 10, you will talk to everybody to get those 9 no's out of the way. And
woohoo! Got that right, Vicki.
Get to work, y'all.
That's right. That's right. Woohoo!
Know your average. Pastor Dale, anything to say before we close out?
Let's go get it done, folks. You got a lot of great information today. Put it to use. Make it up and build your business.
Great information, family. Get off this phone. Get out there. Go make a difference. Don't forget to join the Spanish call 9:10 a.m. Pacific this month. Get your Spanish-speaking guest on. And please join Mr. T. Show me the money call tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to hear more great testimonies and great things that are happening here in Team Effort Network. Vicki Soto, thank you so much for the lesson on self-development. Family, it's needed to grow your business. Go out there and make it happen. We have what people need. It's so easy. Melanie Miguel made it easy for us. People want to get healthy. They want to feel better. They want to slow down the aging process, and they want to prevent diseases from happening. We have the product to make that happen. Get out there and share. Get off this phone, family. Be back with us tomorrow morning as we press towards that 50 million coming to Team Effort Network. How much is going to be in your back office? Know that you are loved. You are greatly appreciated. God bless you all, and have a prosperous day on purpose. Mwah.